Ave Satanis. Ave Satanis. Ave Lucifera. Ave Lord Belial. Ave Lord Leviathan. Ave Beautiful Queen Lilith, the true mother of all demons, and the true queen of the night. Ave Lord Volok. Ave Lord Vereen. Ave King Asmodeus. Ave King Asmodee. Ave Lord Beelzebub. Ave King Pazuzu. Ave King Azazel. Ave King Asmodee. Ave Princess Dagon. Ave Princess Sunny Lion. Ave Queen Tiamat. Ave and hail to every demon and every demoness that's in existence. I want to do a video now on, it's been something that's been bugging me. And it has been bothering me for a while, actually. Except I've never done a video on it yet. If I can, I can't remember. No, I'm not quite sure if I did or not. I'm pretty sure I didn't. But in saying that, I've noticed that over the last year, maybe 2 years, especially in the last year, that more people, and I don't mean this for any person directly, okay? Because I know if somebody's practicing the black arts for a long period of time, and some, they help people out, certain people help people out for nothing, right? Like if there's anything that I can help somebody out with, where's my pen? Where the fuck did that go? If there's anything that I can help anybody out with that involves Satanism, okay, in general, be it Theistic Satanism, spiritual Satanism, traditional Satanism, Demonolatry, Necromancy, anti-cosmic Satanism, black witchcraft, anything in that area, okay? If there's anything that I can help, I help people out for free, okay? And I'm going to continue to help people out for free. Because Father Satan, and I don't care who likes this, I don't care who believes this, I don't care who lumps it, I really do not care. And that's the truth. But I'm going to tell it like it is. I honestly feel now that there's too many people who are charging people for their services. Okay? Because everywhere you turn, every second video you watch, every third video maybe, you have somebody that is charging people for things that they can accomplish on their own. Now, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it, but I just don't like the idea of it. Like some people, yeah, I see perfectly good reason why they're doing it. Again, I got no problem with any of it, but I do have a problem with people that are trying to make a quick buck, and people that are trying to make a cash grab. If fathers, I can understand it. I can understand why, you might need the money, whatever, right? I got no problem with that. But what I do have a problem with is it's starting to lean, and you can notice it, or I know I can sure as hell notice it. It's starting to lean towards the area of everybody wants something for something in the satanic community and the occult community, which to me is total bull crap. Because I help people out every chance I get when it comes to their satanic beliefs. Like, and I have no problem doing it. None. Actually, I enjoy helping people out. And I sure as hell am not going to charge somebody, say, I don't know, $50, $100, whatever, if they ask me a question about, say King Lucifer, okay? If they ask me a question about King Lucifer because they're not completely sure on it, okay? Or if they ask me a question about satanic rituals or demonic rituals, or satanic rites, same thing, basically, rituals and rites. If they ask, okay, say somebody asked me how to, say a person that was fairly new to the left-hand path and to Satanism in general, if they ask me, if they asked me a question like they weren't sure about how to go about to make a demonic and satanic pact, okay, say it's with Lord Beelzebub, okay, I know people pronounce it correct differently. That's the way I pronounce it. That's the way I've always pronounced Lord Beelzebub's name, and that's the way I'm always going to pronounce it. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, because there's 6 or 7 different ways of pronouncing Lord Beelzebub's name. Okay, you can pronounce it as Baal, Baal, same thing, same demon, same ancient god. A lot of people don't know, might know that, but they are. Beelzebub is the same god as Baal and Baal. I'm 99% sure on that. 99.9% actually. But that being said, like, and I've noticed this over a while. Like, people think that, like, if somebody came, like, because I had the question asked to me yesterday, to be honest with you, last night, on YouTube. You know, this girl asked me, or this guy asked me a question. What exactly I do? He asked me personally, what exactly I do, because because he wants to make it. He wanted to make a pact with King Lucifer, right? And I told him the way that I do it. Okay, like I don't tell people to do things. I just give them the way that I do it. Like, I explain to them the way that I do it. And if they want more information, I lead them to a book. I lead them to someone like S. Connolly, say. I lead them to her books. Or Alistair Notch. If it's Satanism, if it's demon, I usually lead them to Alistair Notch, mostly. And to S. Connolly and certain other people like that, right? Or I lead them to Michael Heisen, you know, or Volvin, my sister Volvin, or my sister Holly, or my sister Sandra, my sister Carrie Darkstar, you know, my sister Sandra Graham, and my sister Holly Rowan. And the thing that gets me is, I'm starting to notice that, and the thing that's bugging me about it is, that's the same bullshit that Zionists do. Okay? It really is. Like, because if you went to go, say you were married, okay? And you went to go to marriage counseling. In certain religions, you got to pay for that counseling. And it's the minister or priest, whoever, who is doing the counseling. And you still have to pay for it. Now, on the left-hand path, I can see people trying to make a buck at certain things and whatever, right? But when it comes to using people for simple questions, like how do you do a demonic pact? It's not that hard to explain to a person. It doesn't take that long to explain to a person who is not 100% sure. It doesn't take that long to explain to a person how to do a demonic or a satanic pact. It doesn't take that long to explain to a person the way that you do it. Now, I'm not saying the way I do it is completely different, might be completely different than the way that you do it. Right? Because everybody is different. Everybody has their own method. You know, everybody got their own vibe going, right? But, in saying that, I would not do that. I really wouldn't, because I would feel, and I know the way I am, okay? I would feel that Father Satan, King Lucifer, and my great patron, King Asmodeus, I don't think they would be too happy about it. I really don't, and I'm not bullshitting, I'm being dead serious. Like, why should I charge a person who is new to Satanism, or Demonolatry, or even Necromancy? Why should I charge a person, say $50, $100, whatever, right? For just answering a couple questions about what is the correct way to do a demonic pact or satanic pact? Like, in all honesty, like, seriously, like, why, like, that's just being a fucking, that's like a Zion move. Like, it really is. And I'm not saying this for people that have, like, serious questions to ask, like, and they ask, like, you know, other people. You know, because to each their own, right? Everybody got to answer it. We all got to answer to Father Satan. And if we did good in our life, like if we did what Father Satan wanted us to do all our life, all while we were walking the left-hand path, and what the demonic wanted us to do, we're fine. But if we start if the thing is, what I'm getting to is, if somebody asks me, which was I was asked last night, and I answered the question for the person, or I helped lead them, basically. You know, I answered it, but I also helped lead them. And I got a nice thank you at the end of it. I didn't ask the person for a $50 bill. I didn't ask the person for a $100 bill, or a $500 bill, or a $300 bill. No, and I'm not about to start. Because I know Father Satan did not get me to start making videos to help people so I can make money off them. I know he didn't. He got me, Father Satan, King Lucifer, beautiful Queen Lilith, great King Asmodeus, Lord Beelzebub, all of them. You know, Lord Belial, Lord Leviathan, I can go on down the list. They got me to start doing videos so that I could help people, right? Without charging them. I could help even, and like I said before, even in every video I've done, and every video hopefully that I'm going to do in the future, even if I help one person out, one. Like if I help one person out, or if I have already helped one person out, which I know I have, I'm content. I'm happy. If I help one person out on their path, and on their walk with Father Satan and the demonic, great, job done. The rest of the people that I help in videos, or if I help anyone at all in videos, which I know I do, great. I think it's great. But now, I don't get, that pisses me off, because that makes me think that that person, or those people, whoever they are, because there's a lot of people doing it, you know. I'm not going to name no names because there's too many people doing it. Alright? Charging people for help. Like, I can understand it if somebody wanted to do a curse on somebody, or do a hex on somebody, or something like that. I can understand that totally, because then the person has to go really out of their way. Right? I can understand asking for a few bucks to do something like that, right? But just to answer a question, like just to ask a person a simple question, like, you know, what exactly do you do to make a pact, have a pact with King Lucifer? Like, that's what brothers and sisters are supposed to be for. Okay? It really is. We're not supposed to be all me, 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 me. Not in my honest opinion. And I never did believe that, and I'm never going to believe it. Because I honestly believe that we are supposed to help our true brothers and sisters out. No question. Excuse me there for a sec. Just gotta make sure my door's almost closed all the way there. Yeah, we are supposed to help each other out on our path. Be it traditional Satanism, Theistic Satanism, spiritual Satanism, anti-cosmic Satanism, Demonolatry, or Necromancy. You know, I can understand somebody writing a book because, you know, with their knowledge, and I enjoy that, believe you me, because I have over 200 books on the occult, and mostly on Satanism, and black magic and black witchcraft and stuff like that. You know, and I think that's great that they share their knowledge. Like, because if people didn't share their knowledge without charging for it, if people didn't, like, you can understand them charging for a book. That just makes sense, right? But what I mean is the ones that are just out to try to fill their pocket. Out to try to make a quick cash grab. You know what I mean? If you don't, well, just think about it, and maybe you will. You know, or a meteor might strike you, and then it'll knock your head to, you know, move one of your brain cells, and then you'll know what I'm talking about. Well, that being said, brains, brain cells and meteors aside, or asteroids, I know a lot of people who have helped me out over the years. Like, I mean, like, sincerely helped me out. Like, really did. Like, on my path. And didn't charge me 5 cents. Now, it's not that I couldn't pay them. It's just they didn't charge me. But now it seems like 90% of the people who are supposed to be true Satanists, and supposed to be, you know, and doesn't matter what tradition, doesn't matter if it's traditional, spiritual, theistic, necromancy, demonolatry, anti-cosmic Satanism, doesn't make no difference. It seems to me like the majority of people now are just out to make a buck off somebody else, off of another person asking them a question. Because this same person that asked me last night, and he posted a message on YouTube, right? He asked a person who was a female, and she was a black witch, supposed to be. You know, I'm not going to say she's not, you know. She told him for any question, this is her answer to him. And he asked her the exact same question that he asked me. He even showed me. He said, I asked such and such a person, I'm not going to give her names because I'm not giving no notoriety to her. He said, I asked such and such a person if they could show me what they, or explain to me how they go about making a demonic pact or satanic pact or whatever, right? To King Lucifer. And she said, well, it's going to cost you $300. Okay, when he told me that, I said, my first thing I posted back to him was, are you serious? Are you kidding me? $300 for a question. I said, what kind of therapist is that? I said, psychiatrists charge that, and psychologists. I said, is that all you asked her? And he said, yeah. I said, so I definitely would not want to ask that woman something special. Or to get her to do a hex or something like that, or a curse or something. Well, I can do it myself, but I'm just saying, right? And I told the guy, I said, don't worry about it. I said, I'll help you the best I can. And I told him what I do, how I go about making pacts and doing pacts, and I explained to him the best that I could. I even gave him references from books, okay, from S. Connolly's books, from Alistair Notch's books, and believe you me, they are potent ones. Alistair Notch is a genius. Alistair Notch is so gifted by Father Satan. He's put his life into this. And so is S. Connolly. Yeah, they make money off books. But they all look at the information they're giving people. Right? Look at the enlightenment they're giving people and the knowledge they're giving people. And they're being led by the demonic to do that. By the way. And by Father Satan. So if anybody got anything to say about that, that's up to you. But I'm just saying, $300 to ask this guy got asked for $300 US if the lady could explain to him exactly how she would go about doing a demonic pact or satanic pact. And I said to him, I said, you have got to be kidding me, man. That is like retarded. I'm sorry. I don't like using the word retarded on here. Online. I really don't. I don't like using the word period. But that being said, $300 for that question. And now I'm not joking. I'm being dead serious. Like I'm being really serious about that. That is exactly what the woman said to the man. And the man said, well, I will have to get back to you. And she said, well, I'll give you 24 hours to get back to me. And I said, no. I said, hell no, I'll do it for nothing, man. I said, what is it, a question on demonic pacts? How, you tell me, her explaining to him in 10 or 15 minutes, or maybe even if it was an hour, or a half hour, or 45 minutes, what the fuck? You're helping a brother or a sister, you're helping a brother make a pact. You're showing them basically how to do it. And then you want $300 for it? Are you nuts? Like, seriously. Like, there's no way in hell I'd pay anybody $300 to show me, to try to explain to me how to do a demonic pack. Or how to do any pack. I wouldn't care if I was a billionaire. Which I'm not, obviously, but I'm just saying. That's what I mean by people using new people that are trying to get into Satanism and get into the left-hand path. People are using them like crazy. And they don't really know the difference. But the sad part about it is a lot of them are turning away from Satanism, and true sadistic 666%, as my sister Holly and Loki say, as my sister Holly says, true, they're turning away from it. They're saying, I'm not doing this. Why should I have to give someone $300 just for a question? And they'll get to thinking, okay, they'll get to thinking that that's the way everybody is in Satanism. And I'm sure the thought will go in their mind that that's the way every Satanist is. Or every true Satanist, right? Which is totally false. Like, and I mean totally false. And when he told me that, I couldn't believe it, man. Just to answer that question. That's what she charged him. She told him she charged him $300 just for a question. And I said to myself, no way in this world. I said, I'll answer that question for you right now. I said, if you want some reference material, I'll give you reference material. And I did that as well. And I was talking to the guy for like 45 minutes, right? And I didn't charge the guy $300. I didn't charge the guy anything, because I'm doing service for Father Satan, King Lucifer, Lord Belial, beautiful Queen Lilith, Queen Astaroth, Queen Tiamat, King Asmodeus, Lord Belial, Lord Leviathan, Lord Beelzebub, King Pazuzu, all of them. And that guy was so grateful after I told him. Or after I, explained to him, right? Because what I really did was I just told him how I do it, okay? I explained to him how I do it, and I gave him references to look up, if he, so he'd be sure, right? Because he didn't know, right? And he knows now, and he probably did it last night. If not last night, I'd say it'll be done by the end of this weekend. Which I think is great. I really do. And the man was so thankful, man. He said, "You're not going to charge me anything, sir?" I said, "Don't call me." I said, "Please don't call me sir." I said, "Call me Maggot." My nickname. Son of King Asmodeus. Or son of Father Satan, King Lucifer. I said, call me either Maggot or John, whichever you feel more comfortable doing. And he was so grateful, and I'm not joking, man. Like if it wasn't for people putting out books, putting out books, we would hardly have any knowledge. We'd be all primal. In a way, we'd probably be better off if we were primal, but we're not. Well, we are primal at the core, but you know what I mean, right? And with that, I'll let everybody go. Ave Satanis, Ave Lucifera, Ave Lord Belial, Ave beautiful Queen Lilith, Ave Lord Beelzebub, Ave great King Asmodeus, Ave King Pazuzu, Ave Lord Croxel, Ave Queen Princess Dagon, Ave and hail to every demon and every demoness who are the true ancient gods, and Ave and hail to all my true brothers and sisters. The fakes, the phonies, like I said many times before, I don't care if you drop off the face of the earth. Go for a walk, because the earth's flat, eh? You probably believe the earth is flat anyway, so go for a walk and fall off. Ave Satanis. I'll talk to you next, guys.